No, I'm sorry guys, it's just not working for me. I did try my best, okay? Hey up fellow renegades and welcome back to my channel. So, you'll be pleased to know that the Yorkshire Gob is back. I hope you've had a fantastic Christmas, and today we're going to get into a very important reaction because I've read all of your comments and recommendations over the last week or so, and this was kind of a popular one. So today we're going to get into the tale of Jenny and Screech. I know no history about this song whatsoever, nothing at all. So Jenny and Screech, I mean, the only Screech that I can think of right now is the Screech from Saved by the Bell, and I'm pretty sure I'm barking up the wrong tree there. You know, just a little thought. And Jenny who? Like Jenny from the block? I have no idea. I have no idea what to expect. I don't even know who Screech is. Like, is that a girl? Is that a boy? Is that a teenager? I have no clue. So I'm very excited to get into this video with you. Please do stick around at the end because we are going to do the new segment, which is Nat's Chats. We'll be chatting about, you know, just some of your amazing comments from last week's video being the Cujo beatdown. So I'm very excited about that. And in the meantime, without any further ado, let's get into this video together. Ooh, very Spanish, I feel like. Where is he? It looks like it's the UK. It looks like the UK. Okay, I wasn't expecting this.
It was a quiet dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City.
Okay.
Jenny walked alone, she was dragging her feet. She was heading back home to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor because she walked it about 1,000 times before she wanted to escape. Can you blame? Well, on the very same night in a different place.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to stop it there, guys. So first of all, I actually love all of the, I guess you'd call it graffiti, just all in the, it seems like it's in an alleyway. I did pick up on the double yellow line, so I was like, I'm pretty sure this is somewhere in England, so obviously London City. So we've got this lass called Jenny, and she's walking home. She's dragging her feet, so I'm guessing that she's either drunk or she's in a bad mood. She's got a bit of a hump on. And why is she wanting to escape? Like, this is so interesting to start this song this way. I have an appreciation for Ren's tracksuit, by the way. I think he looks absolutely banging. What a Bobby Dazzler. And is that an ear piercing that I see as well? Very interesting. Yeah, I don't know. This is just perplexing me. Like, I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but she seems as though she's like not in a good mood and not in a good place. So let's figure this out, guys. Where is Jenny going and what is the deal here?
You blame. Well, on the very same night in a different place, there was this hooded young youth by the name of James. He was 14 years old and out of his brain he'd been smoking ganja with the boys. James, he grew up to be a kid of the street. His mates called him Screech. He was quick on his feet. He was a liar, a thief. At 14 years old, the devil had set his sights on his soul. As Jenny walked home all alone, she felt scared. Usually she was alright, but it was like there was something in the air.
I love that.
Intention telling her to beware, maybe intuition bugging her and making her so scared. Sirens sounded in the distance to the beat of Jenny's feet.
Oh,
a symphony of the night that echoes crime on London streets. Jenny turns a corner, their eyes they meet. Our poor girl Jenny, a boy named Screech. Give me all your money, bitch, give it to me. If you cooperate, then you'll soon be free. I want your purse, your phone, don't fucking look at me. I mean it, bitch, are you listening to me? Jenny frees his statue.
Oh my God, I just thought this was going to be an amazing love story and he's chuffing. Oh my God, he's trying to steal a purse. He's trying to get to her. Oh my goodness, this is a robbery, people. I'm so disappointed. Wow. I'm gonna have to watch this again and like go back, but I just found that really interesting, kind of the change of tone, and it was all spoken, and I don't know, it just added like a different depth to the song. I really appreciated that. When we're talking about James, which that really surprised me, it's just such a proper name. I was like, oh my God, who's this James? Like, he sounds so proper, and then he's bloody stealing and doing God knows what, and he's a right little bugger. And then, yeah, so Screech is obviously his nickname. And the devil had set his sights on his soul. And then the divine intervention was also mentioned here, just telling her to be aware. So whether that's like a sixth sense, or I am still learning a lot about Ren and his spirituality, but there seems to be a lot depicted in his songs. I just find that really interesting, guys, honestly. So bloody hell, like, well, I don't know about Jenny, but I'm shit scared right now. Let's just see what this little bastard's going to do to her. I don't like the Screech so far, by the way. Poor old Jenny.
It to me. If you cooperate, then you'll soon be free. I want your purse, your phone. Don't fucking look at me. I mean it, bitch. Are you listening to me? Jenny freezes statue like a lady shakes stalactite. Feel like liquid nitrogen.
What is that word?
She tried to find strength to move, but stayed still.
I'm sorry, guys, but that is such an amazing word. It is out of my vocabulary. What the hell is a stalactite? Please do let me know in the comments. I have to figure this out. Jenny freezes statue like a lady-shaped stalagmite. What is this word? Sorry, I just got carried away there with this story. I don't know where it's going, guys. I don't like the way where it's going either. I just thought this was going to be a beautiful love story. I don't know.
Jenny freezes statue like a lady shakes stalactite. Feel like liquid nitrogen in the dark night. She tried to find strength to move, but stayed as still as a statue in high-heeled shoes. What the hell you playing at? You playing games with me? I swear to fucking God, I'll slice the rosy off your cheeks. You think I don't mean it, go? You don't know me. The last thing you see will be a boy code. Screech reached with the sheath of the blade, with the teeth that could bite through steel and slice concrete. And he swung possessed with the devil in his chest, and the statue she was turned to butter in no breath.
Oh my God, he stabbed her.
It was a quiet dark night in an empty street.
Oh my God, I felt as though me and Ren like took a breath together then. He fucking stabbed her. This is just not, I didn't think it was going to be about like this song. I hope I'm wrong, guys. Just something that stood out for me with the lyrics. We have to talk about the lyrics here. Oh my God. I'll slice the rosy off your cheeks. I just thought it was really clever. And the statue she was turned to butter in a breath is just so sad. Oh my God, Ren, don't make me cry again. We've already done that. I don't want to do that, please. Come on. Let's figure this out, guys.
He was turned to butter in no breath. It was a quiet dark night in an empty street, somewhere in London City.
Oh, yes.
Jenny lay still on the cold concrete. She's found somewhere to sleep.
Oh, no.
Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, 'cause she'd walked it about 1,000 times before. I guess that she escaped. It's such a shame.
Oh no, what's going on now? Where is he? Is this the same song? Woo! Oh, we're getting some energy back here, people. Oh, that was just... Oh, right. Huh.
Our story, it starts right at the end. With the life of poor Jenny, clocked out like Big Ben. This Screech, dear boy, where did he go? He melted into the black night just like snow.
Huh. Okay, I feel like I stopped at a really bad point. It was like banging on that guitar and I was just loving that. It feels like my heartbeat right now. My heart rate is going up. We need to figure out what the bloody hell has happened to this Screech character. Yeah, definitely a different tempo, isn't it? It's definitely, I have to say, just coming back to the previous segment, if you will, I love the way that it was like, so we're in London city town. I can't do it, obviously. I am not any rapper of any sorts, but I just loved that kind of like change in the song. It was fantastic, and I just thought it was really clever. Why snow though? Like, I don't get it. Like, honestly, I just think that a white is more like godly, isn't it? If you were to say Snow White, it's more like angelic. So I don't really understand that line. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. He melted into the black light just like snow. Why? Yeah, I don't know. I'm perplexed, guys. You're going to have to help me out with that one.
I just like snow.
Snow.
Patrick, man, let me in, please open the door. I think I fucked up, Patrick, really fucked up, man, I'm not sure. I got crazy, left this lady lying still on the floor. I think I killed her, Patrick, come on, man, I can't knock no more. But Screech kept on knocking till his knuckles became sore. But there's no sign of Patrick down at number 54. No refuge for our villain, for the bitter hands of fate, with something far more sinister in mind that does away.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, the breathing. Oh, that's so good.
Hey, babe, you in? Nah, nothing really, I'm just a bit tired, listen. Can I swing around yours for a few moments? I just really miss you, babe. What the fuck do you mean you're busy? You fucking bitch! For fuck's sakes!
He has like anger issues, but I love the breathing.
Siren sounds approaching like a banshee in the night. The shrill
panicking.
cry of justice cutting like the sharpest knife. But Screech was never one to run, not one to miss a fight. One hand upon his blade, he turned to face the blue lights. Come on then, you fucking cunts, let's fucking have you then. I am Screech, I'm the boss, I'm the ender of men. You think that uniform you're wearing means that you own these streets? These are my fucking streets, and they call me fucking Screech. Richard was an officer who stood at 6'3", working London on the night shift. What he did,
I love this bit.
was a boy running at him like an animal possessed. With no time to hesitate, he fired 4 bullets at Screech's chest.
Oh my god, it gets friggin' worse now. He's chuffing dead. Well, this is depressing. I mean, I don't really know what to say, guys. Like, yeah, this Screech dude definitely needs to go to anger management, I'm feeling like, if he ever gets out of this predicament. Yeah, it's just pretty brutal. Like, I just wonder why. I'd kind of almost wonder why, like, how Ren got the inspiration for this. It honestly just seems more like a story with different chapters or something. I don't know. I'm just wondering where he pulled this from and where it's going. Like, I'm so intrigued. Was a boy running at him like an animal possessed? So we have that again. It's the reference to the devil. It's the reference to that dark side, isn't it? And, you know, perhaps so far in the song, like, Jenny represents kind of the innocent, not necessarily angelic side, but like the innocent side and the light, and then we have the dark. It really does seem to be a theme throughout a lot of Ren's songs, and also just like the way that he spoke to the girlfriend, and he was just all being nice. Then when he didn't get his own way, he just completely spat his dummy out the pram and, you know, just had a go at her. I mean, yeah, this dude is something else. Let's see what else is going to happen with this bloody story.
With no time to hesitate, he fired 4 bullets at Screech's chest.
Oh, yes. The way he's using the guitar. And he's actually got it up like, oh my god, that is so clever. Genius, Ren. I felt that.
It ends right at the start.
Oh no.
Young Screech and poor Jenny lying 1 street apart.
Oh.
An officer shaken by the boy that he claimed. 2 bodies lay lifeless, and it's such a shame. It's such a shame.
Oh, where's he going now? Is that it? Huh. Wild card round. I'm happier listening to this. I'm feeling uplifted. Oh, my heart's starting to beat up again. The suspense killing me. Come on, let's get on with it. Come on, Red, tell me. Got very dirty socks.
London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. Rhythmic beats and bloodstains, she's our lady weep, she's tired and frail. To set the scene, we must rewind the hands of time for Violet's tale.
Rewinding. What's going on?
Violet was a silent girl, grew up with violent starts. Her mother was a drinker and her father was a bastard. Every night he took her tie but never left the room. I'll spare you with the things he did, I'm sure her mother knew.
Oh my God, this is getting
Violet was a
worse.
silent girl, she moved out at 16. A semi-detached council flat, paid for by a welfare scheme. Packing shelves at Tesco, stacking jars like pickled bricks. She met a boy named Stevie and he was a little prick.
Oh my God, like, what is going on here? I mean, guys, I'm kind of speechless at this point. I was not expecting that at all. Right, so what can we gather? I don't know why he's made reference as well. I just find it really interesting. Anytime that Ren references numbers or includes a number, I think was it like number down number 54 that Screech has made or something like that. I just find it interesting, like why he particularly uses those numbers, like what are the symbolism, I guess, for them. So London City, far from pretty, 2005. I don't know what that means. I don't know what the symbolism to that number is, but it'd be something for sure, knowing Ren. I just like the bit that really cut me up, honestly. I feel like bad saying that since there's been a knife crime and somebody's died here. But you know what I'm talking about here, okay? You know what I'm saying. Her father was a bastard. Every night he took her in or took her tight, but never left the room. Like, oh my God, I'll spare you of the things he did. I'm sure her mother knew. Like, that is just completely heartbreaking. And I mean, it's really, it's just, that is horror. And, you know, unfortunately, it is something that happens like it's the reality of in some households that happens. And I just could not imagine that. Like, honestly, this poor girl, and she's a silent girl too, so she's obviously not spoken up and said anything about, you know, her experiences and gone for help. Is just, I mean, I'm just on Violet's side already. I just feel really sorry for her, and I hope that it's a happy ending. Please, Ren, I beg you, please give her a happy ending. Like, not that kind of happy ending, okay? I didn't mean that. I'm just talking too much now and I'm getting myself into trouble, so let's just get on with the song.
A boy named Stevie and he was a little prick. Violet was a silent girl and Violet she felt fast. See, Stevie was the wrong and but he sure knew how to charm her. Every night he took her tight but never left the room. History repeats itself, he'd paint her black and blue and dark. She never stood a chance. The devil comes to dance. Violet, why are you always so quiet? On her bedroom door and he's irate. He's been drinking and smoking, he's up late. And he stands by her bedside, she shakes, but her eyes stay shut. You fucking slut, I know you're up. And he pinches her eyelids and folds them up. Violet, why are you lying to me, Violet? She stays silent, things turn violent. That's the sound of his fists when they fall like a crashing pilot. Hit like hailstones, one to the collarbone, full force.
Yeah, guys, that just got me. It's really interesting to know. Sorry, it just got me, that whole scene. It's just really interesting to know how this is how clever Ren is like, I just was taken into that moment and into really the scene with words. Like, there's nothing, I mean, he's just literally on a guitar walking down the hallway, as it seems. But I've just gone into, I don't even know how to describe this, guys, but he takes you, because he's so good with his, you know, lyrics, and just with the way that he emotionally he emotionally delivers the lines. I'm actually taken into that scene. Like, I just feel as though I can see everything that is taking place, even though it is, you know, he's just talking about that. So, you know, it's really difficult to listen to. Like, honestly, it really is. Like, he just took me there for a moment, and it's just really sad. And it's even sadder to know, you know, we've got the devil reference there again. And that is pretty brutal, guys. I'm not gonna lie. So I don't like the way this is going either. I don't know. I just kind of want to get to the end of this again, and I have huge respect for what Ren does as an artist. But this is, this is just something, isn't it?
Things turn violent. That's the sound of his fists when they fall like a crashing pilot. Hit like hailstones, one to the collarbone, full force, full blown, blood splat, bone crack, knick knack, paddy whack, one to the jaw and the tooth spat, detached fist connects and disconnects a bone. Quick deflect to miss the blow, but nonetheless his punches met her throat. Such a mess, he's left her bruised and broke. Violet, why you always so silent, Violet? Why you such a little liar, Violet? Do you think I want to do this, Violet? In character, she stays silent. Well, say something, Violet. Silence. Fucking say something, Violet. Silence.
What is that noise?
Say something, Violet.
What is that noise?
Not one word. She stays quiet. London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. The doctor, in a state of shock, saw something here so very wrong. See, Violet, she was pregnant. Poor Violet, she was 9 months gone. Turning to the doctor, Violet broke her silence and she cried, if I'm to die right here tonight, please let my baby stay alive. The doctor soon regained composure, called the surgeon to come in. As Violet's world turned to black, the curtains closed, the lights went dim. In London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington just lost the fight to stay alive. A tragedy or a miracle, it happened on these very streets. Two twins are lying side by side. A girl named Jenny and a boy named Screech.
Oh my God.
This holiday,
Guys, like honestly, what was the ending of that? I was not expecting this at all. So from what I can gather, so Violet was pregnant, which I was not, like, that just took me, woof, totally. So from what I can gather, Violet's pregnant, which I totally was not expecting. I wasn't expecting any of this, but especially her to be pregnant. And the line that got me there, that just like really upset me, honestly, again, is throughout this, you know, poor Violet's ordeal of being essayed, of being abused, of just being completely, you know, beaten and taken advantage of. The time she broke her silence was, and I'll just read these lyrics back. Violet broke her silence and she cried, if I'm to die right here tonight, please let my baby stay alive. So Violet broke her silence, finally. And the reason she did that, and this is just completely heartbreaking, is to protect another life, which was to protect a baby. That is just, oh, it just rips me apart. That is just so sad. And then, am I right in thinking the 2005, is that, I know there was a rewind at some point when he did that with the guitar and stuff for this, but 2005, is that 2025? Are we kind of going back in time? And then, yeah, I mean, I would be right with that, because from what I can gather, and I don't think I've got the wrong end of the stick here, are Jenny and Screech twins? Like, was Violet their mum? I am just, that's how I interpret it, at least. I mean, it's just such a twist. This has just been a roller coaster of a ride. Here's me, I honest to God thought, like, the only thing that I thought when I heard of Jenny and Screech, I thought it was going to be a love tale. I thought that when Jenny was, like, going down the alley, she was going to run into trouble, and then Screech was going to come out of nowhere, like some kind of knight in shining armour, and just take her away, and then it'd just be happily ever after. Not this shit, this is shit, this. Like, oh my God. He's done it again. Ren has done it again. He is just, I mean, as much as some of that was really hard to listen to, and again, it's just so, I don't know how he does it, guys. It's words. He's talking and he's rapping and he's singing about words. There was nothing in the scene that was violent, but it just takes you there. It emotionally takes you there. You physically at points feel as though you can see it in the room. It's really, it's quite a talent that it has. It is quite unique, and I've never known any other artist of any kind to be able to do that. It's kind of a superpower, if you will. I mean, I don't really know what else to say about it, apart from I'm completely shocked. I cannot believe this. I can't believe that, you know, I am speechless. I don't know what to say, guys. What did you think? What was your reaction like the first time you guys watched this? And no doubt I'll be going back and looking at it over and over again. I really liked the way it was kind of in chapters as well. It really was a proper story. I felt as though almost I was reading a book, and how every single character kind of layered into one another. Really sad story. yeah. I don't know what else to say, guys. I did pick up on, I think, was it like a train going past? I was like, what is that noise? I just found it really interesting because I didn't really hear a lot of noises throughout. It was basically just Ren and his guitar, and he was using the guitar, which I absolutely loved. You know, as the firing the shots, he was just using, you know, it's kind of a bit of percussion too, just to really bring you there into the scenes. But I think it was maybe a train going past or something. There was just like a noise or something in the street. And I just found it really interesting because he's obviously included that for a purpose. And I don't know what the purpose is. So if you know, let me know in the comments. And with that, yeah, I'm going to probably go and lay in a darkened room and try and reflect upon Jenny, Screech, and this Violet, which is, yeah. It's kind of a funny one, isn't it? Because you think, you know, she went through all of that and then she had these two children. And if what I think is correct, that Jenny and Screech are actually the twins, as in Violet was the mum, gave birth to them. Obviously she died. Yeah, obviously she died. What was the point of that? For her to make that sacrifice so much, and for her to finally speak up and not be silent to save these children or these babies, and then that just adds another level of heartbreak to it. Like, what was the point of that? And then she, you know, Screech kills Jenny, and then Screech basically kills himself because he's just such a hooligan, and runs at this bloody police officer. What is the meaning of life? I will leave you with that. And I will look forward to seeing you again for another Renegade Tuesday reaction. Thank you so much as well for all of your recommendations and comments. Which one should I do next? And please do tell me all of your thoughts in the comment section about this particular song or series of songs put together. Yeah, it is pretty... Yeah, it's pretty remarkable stuff. And... I just can't wait for the next one. So please do stick around for Nat's Chats. We'll be talking about the Cujo beatdown from last week. Oh yeah, and a happy new year to everybody on my channel. I'll see you in the new year. I'll see you in 2026. I'll really look forward to that. And yeah, I just wish you all the best for the new year to come. And I'll see you next week. Ta-ra, my loves. Fellow Renegades, welcome back. This is Nat's Chats. And this week we're going to be talking about the previous first video reaction, which was to Cujo Beatdown. I absolutely love this song, and oh my goodness, I've watched it so many times since that first reaction and picked up on so much more. Blown away. I gave you a bit of a chuckle because I did mention that apparently it was more of a lighter version, so that says a lot about my personality, but I just had a hoot watching Cujo being beaten down there. Yes. Wanted to mention something too. So I've just done a quick playback of the first reaction for the tale of Jenny and Screech. I literally just did that now, and I've noticed that I'm actually not giving you guys a lot of eye contact, and I'm looking like away from the camera a lot. I do apologize for that, but bit of a predicament when you're doing the first live reactions to these videos because I can't do the setup. So I have to have somebody come in and do like the sound and roll the video and do this, that and the other, just so I don't see anything. They also will, if I do print off the lyrics, they'll print off the lyrics, and so I don't see any of that or print any of that off. Just to make sure that it's authentic as possible. I did a bit of a change of the structure of what's in front of me. So I guess what with the lyrics and the stories and just trying to keep up with the tale of Jenny and Screech, I just, my eye level is a little bit off. So I'll have that fixed by next week. And yes, I will be addressing you directly for Nat's Chats. So, Cujo Beatdown. Absolute classic diss track. Had such a great time with that one, guys. And you commented, you got on the bandwagon again. Absolutely love that. And I'd just like to highlight a few comments. But before I do this, I'm quite disappointed in myself because there is this really, just a really impactful line, guys, that got me. And it's about, you know, I am the hope. He talks about the hope when you tighten the noose on the rope, and yeah, it just got me. So you can go back, I'll put the link in the description below for that video so you can go and look and see what I'm talking about. But I just totally missed the reference to that in the Cujo Beatdown. So he actually references hope a lot, and it's very much this. It's almost like the dark and the light Ren, if you will, more of the angel and devil. But it's so interesting because when I did the reaction for High Ren, I actually really didn't like the character that was really dark and being mean to him and like talking him down. But it's just so interesting in this essence. I actually really liked that character, and I think it just shows that because it was well deserved, and because, you know, sometimes you just have to learn the hard way. I hated that character so much in High Ren, but in this one I was almost on that character's side. And then you have, you know, the light Ren, or the good Ren, that's trying to talk his self out of doing the diss track and out of teaching Cujo a lesson. I just found that really interesting. Yeah, so the lyrics that I totally missed, I can't even believe this, was and the last time we did this, the hope did prevail. Now the hope is the rope that will choke a bitch pale. So it is really referencing High Ren when he's talking about hope. I just find that really, really clever. And I'm really excited to get into more songs just to see if there's any other kind of Easter eggs and references in the future. So I just did want to highlight that because, again, you watch the video, it was just something that really got me, and I can't believe I missed the reference to hope in here. And obviously I got the High Ren. So let's start with our first comment, shall we? Okay, so this is from @Kitty_in_the_Garden, which I love the name, by the way. It's absolutely fabulous. You got a few of the details a bit muddled, but close enough. It's worth watching Ren's explanation video. Yeah, so I did give a bit of history. Like I said, it was a little bit difficult for me to get into because I didn't want to, you know, go too far down the rabbit hole and get too much information on the song when I was doing my first reaction. So I have done that, and yes, I get the explanation there. So thank you so much for that recommendation. I had a question. There's a guy, it's like the first frame of the video, and he's kind of stood a little bit off screen and he's holding a phone, and it has some kind of timer on it. So Kitty says that's Josh Styles at the beginning of the video. He's a friend of Ren's and works with him filming videos and doing all sorts of cool stuff. Multi-talented guy. Ren likes to break the fourth wall in a lot of his art. I think by having this at the beginning and then the text at the end, he is putting bookends around the video and saying, yes, these are my real feelings, but I'm expressing them in an artistic way and not being violent in real life. He is making a point to his fans that he doesn't want anyone to harass or bully Cujo Beats. Very, very good point. Like thank you so much for this insight. I had no idea. So yeah, Josh Styles, I just find that a very, very interesting choice. And you know, the fourth wall, I'm just a really big fan of any kind of artist that breaks that. I just find that it really brings the listener or the viewer into that. It makes it more realistic. And at the end, there was a disclaimer as well that said that he doesn't condone bullying of any type, and that he has expressed all of these viewpoints already, I guess. So yeah, just kind of tying that up. So I did look into this a little bit further as well. Just because I wanted to know why was, I think it was like 2:12 or something on the timer that it like, then he pulled it away. And apparently it was, the phone represents social media, because obviously the girlfriend was going on social media. So it kind of represents the darkness that social media can have and the harassment. And also the way that they communicated in the beginning was via text messages, and they were quite nasty text messages. So that's what the phone represents. And then from what I can gather as well, is like the timer is before it went like through the legal battle. And he's not referring this to meaning this legally. He actually did give Cujo a deadline to resolve this, and the timer represents the deadline and how he went past the deadline. I also kind of felt when I watched it back a second time that it was almost like, you know, if you watch a boxing fight or something, I felt as though it was almost like a build up to, yeah, like the beginning of a boxing fight or something like that. That's kind of how I felt. So thank you so much for this insight, Kitty. I really appreciate it. So at Mr_W_Games_from_Twitch 1324, I was thinking here as you're talking, and I think about it. Ren wrote a diss track without taking any personal shots at Cujo, just calling out his actions. He didn't talk about Cujo's failing music career, his looks, his, from what I've heard, one-legged girlfriend, which, wow, that's pretty interesting. His looks, his past, his family. He called out the issue in Cujo's poor actions. How many diss tracks can say they crush someone without the cheap shots? And this is a really great point. I'd not even thought of this. So I was kind of reflecting on your comment here. And yeah, I just find it's pretty amazing, really, how he just stuck to the facts of what happened during that time and during the backwards and forwards. And he could have taken the cheap shots, but that's just not who Ren is. I also find as well that Cujo had, you know, there was a lot of blood there. There was a lot of, it looked like violence. He had a cut on his head, but at no point did you actually see a violent act. All of the beatdown was in Ren's words. And I think it just shows you that words do cut deep and words do hurt. So just be careful what you say and be careful what you wish for there. Diana Logan 743. Ren said he swapped places with Cujo in the chair because he was showing he also felt Cujo's side of the whole ordeal with his beats. I hope that makes sense. Great reaction. Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, so there was a bit that I actually rewound during this reaction because I saw a bit of a change in the scene. It was when Ren was in Cujo's face, and I kind of, when I rewound it, I saw that Ren at one point, you see the pig mask, but Ren switches places with Cujo, and Ren's actually in the chair at one point. So I just found it really interesting. It was a little bit of a change. And I think this is a really, really good perspective to have. That in the beginning, when there's that kind of reference a little bit to the high Ren, you have the darkness and you have the light, they're kind of arguing, they're kind of trying to figure out what to do with this situation. Do we teach Cujo a lesson? Do we take the high road? I think during that time as well, he is trying to be the bigger person and try and see Cujo's point of view, which is why he didn't want to, blow this up and do the diss track. Another thing to mention too is I did go back and look at the lyrics. In that specific moment when he does do the switch in the chair, he says, "Fear me, I hope you wake up sweating from your nightmares. See me," that's when he goes into the chair, "I'm the sick boy you enslaved." So I find that he's obviously done it at that point because I was just thinking about Ren, and he goes on to saying that I put my whole soul into my words, bleed me, I put my whole soul into my words and into his work as well. So I reckon that potentially during this time of the backwards and forwards between him and Cujo and all this kind of drama that it caused, he's trying to cause at this moment, he's trying to put Cujo into those nightmares, but those were potentially Ren's nightmares because of this awful situation that came upon him and the fact that he just wanted to have his work and creativity out there, and he didn't ask for any of this. So I do feel as though that he's potentially had a lot of sleepless nights himself, Ren, with having to deal with all the stress that this has caused. Thank you so much for that comment. I loved it. This is from Caladon2659. The more I hear from Ren and the more I realise his solution is to be a teacher opening the eyes of millions with his art and his heart. And I think Ren's message is crystal clear. Ambition and passion without compassion will cause the world to burn. But ambition and passion with compassion can save it. But when compassion becomes a target for others' greed, then the truly compassionate must stand up and acknowledge that injustice and greed must be confronted and addressed. Even 1,000 years ago, rulers would caution you, don't mess with a bard, or your descendants will curse you for 100 generations. And I think this really just sums up the song, and the reason why Ren did this in the end is because sometimes there are those people that just push it and push it and push it, and they just need to get taught a lesson. The truly compassionate must stand up and acknowledge that injustice and greed must be confronted. And that in this case it was Ren. I just really, really liked it. I think it's a really good summary to the video and just to the story really between Cujo and Ren. So thank you so much for your comments. I thoroughly enjoy every week. I sit down, I read every single one of them, and you guys have taught me so much. So I will look forward to seeing you guys next week for another Nats Chats. In the meantime, a happy new year, and I'll see you in 2026. Bye guys.